led to the sinking of the HMS Bounty off the coast of Cape Hatteras.
That's the focus of a federal hearing in Portsmouth this week. The captain and another crew member died when the ship capsized during Hurricane Sandy. The Coast Guard rescued the other 14 people on board. One of them testified today. 10 on your side's Ann McNamara was at that hearing. She joins us live from Portsmouth with dramatic testimony. Ann?
Nicole, at times his story, the story of the first mate, seems almost unbelievable, talking about how he swam for 3 hours, how he was rescued by the Coast Guard, and how he almost got sucked back down with the ship with all of his extensive injuries. But perhaps the most hard to believe is his story about how the captain repeatedly did not heed warnings right up until the very end.
I said, I believe we should abandon ship. And he said, no, I think we've got a lot more time.
Timing was the downfall of the HMS Bounty, a tall ship whose voyage began in Maine and ended in the waters off Cape Hatteras. The red dots on this map show the Bounty's path.
Position of Bounty, position of Hurricane Sandy. There's the forecasted track.
The two met in the middle, and Sandy proved to be stronger than the will of the 17-year captain who went down with the ship. Captain Robin Walbridge once told TV cameras he and the Bounty chased hurricanes. Today, his first mate had to answer for that.
Did Bounty chase Hurricane Sandy?
Not in my opinion.
But first mate John Svensson does not deny Walbridge was a daredevil of sorts, a man who didn't heed repeated warnings to steer a different course. It was only in the Bounty's final minutes, when the first mate begged him to abandon ship, that he finally agreed, but it was too late.
When the ship rolled over, it threw everybody into the water that was on deck.
Svensson swam for 3 hours until a C-130 came to the rescue. He was lucky to walk away with his life.
I had a bruised and damaged face. I had head and neck trauma. I had broken bones in my hand, on my right hand, and some other arm injuries. I had chest and abdomen trauma.
Injuries all over his body, yet he swam for 3 hours and survived. Now, the purpose of this hearing is to figure out exactly what happened. The Coast Guard wants to determine that. Then they're going to identify any misconduct that might have happened, and then they want to make sure they have measures in place to prevent something like this from happening again. All of those findings will go to the Department of Justice, and they will take it from there. Live in Portsmouth, I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.
Thanks, Ann. That hearing continues tomorrow. Count on 10 on your side to be there and look for a live stream on wavy.com.